People, we are Tottenham TV back here for yet another Tottenham update, and let's go straight into it, starting off talking about our new signing coming this winter, Yang Min-hyuk, this new South Korean star, 18 years of age. And we've heard that Tottenham have requested for Yang Min-hyuk to join Spurs earlier than expected. He was supposed to come in January, but apparently Spurs have requested for him to join in mid-December now. The league season for Korea does end in November, and he was set to join in January, but due to Odebear's injury, they've asked him to come earlier to start training, but obviously he can't start playing until the start of January. But it's positive news that apparently he will be coming early to start training, hopefully get up to speed for January.
Yeah, and I think it's a good move just because it will give us a better look of what we want to do with him come January. Do we want to send him on loan? Do we think he can get up to speed quick enough to really make an impact in the second half of the season? Obviously, as you say, with Wilson Odebear's injury, depending on how he reacts, how quickly he gets back and all that kind of stuff. With Richarlison consistently injured as well, it'll be good to get Yang Min-hyuk involved as soon as possible and get him playing minutes and getting him involved and up to speed. And the quicker he can do that, the quicker he can make an impact. So really, really good decision and very exciting for potentially come January. Instead of him coming into January then having that whole month to settle all that stuff, he can be more settled, so he can start playing games a lot quicker. So I think it's a good move, an exciting move.
Yeah, definitely. And he's been a star of the Korean League this season. Plenty of goal contributions. I think it's over 11, 12 goals, 6, 7 assists, something like that.
10 goals and 5 assists.
Yeah, so I mean, he's been a proper breakout star this year in the Korean League. Obviously, the Premier League and English football is a massive step up from Korea. But he'll have Sonny here, won't he, to give a helping hand, to help him settle in. And Sonny knows exactly what is needed. Fireworks going on outside. Sonny knows exactly what it's needed for a young Korean boy to come over to Europe and really make a mark.
Yeah, and also I think, I've watched seeing Yang Min-hyuk's positions this season as well. It looks like he's mostly been playing on the right-hand side for his side. So could he provide a bit more competition for Brennan Johnson on that side as well? We obviously, apart from Brennan, we don't really have too many natural right-sided players on that side as well. So that could also really benefit us if he could get up to speed quick enough.
Let's move on and let's talk about Cuti Romero and his injury update. Gaston Edul, Argentinian journalist, has given us an update on it, and he says Cuti Romero has an injury to the ligament of his right toe. There is no bone injury, fracture or crack. It is milder than it could have been. He's expected to be out for a week or 10 days.
So that's positive. Obviously, it's not positive that he's out and he's going to be missing the next 2 games, but hopefully by the time the international break comes around, he'll be fit and he'll be ready to play again. And obviously, he's so important to our back line, and he's a very important player. So I know Radu's stepped in and done really well. We know Van der Ven, he picked up an injury, and hopefully he'll be back after the international break, but who knows how long after the international break that will be. So thankfully, it's not too bad.
But he's still been called up for Argentina for the
classic
for the internationals. So it's just so classic, isn't it? Romero gets an injury just before the international break, the narratives start, and he still gets called up. I mean, surely Argentina just got to do the right thing and just let him off just for one international break, please.
Well, look, we'll see if he plays, because remember, before the last international break, Korea called up Son and then they pulled him out. Yeah. So let's see. Maybe it's a case of they've called him up before they knew the extent of the injury, and now they'll take him out. Or maybe he'll be fit for the second game and not the first game. I doubt he plays 2 games for Argentina. I really do.
You'd be
so
surprised, mate.
I doubt it. So we'll see what happens with him.
Yeah, but definitely a more positive update than maybe we first feared, because obviously he's went off injured the last 2 games for Spurs, against Man City and against Aston Villa. We all fear the worst when our players go off, because you go back to last season, Van der Ven and Romero both getting injured and both out for significant periods. But it looks as though, from what we're hearing, that Van der Ven and Cuti Romero will be back both for the Man City game, hopefully.
Well, to be fair as well, we look better equipped at dealing with their absences this season as well, with Dragoshin coming in, doing really well, and Ben Davies has stepped in. He stepped in last season as well, but a lot of the time he was partnered with Emerson Royale and not a proper centre-back like Dragoshin. So thankfully, it's not as a dire situation as it was last season when we had Dyer.
No pun intended. No pun intended.